Good morning. You have today to get your preparations complete. Overnight, models are a bit colder and in agreement on the freezing line farther south, which could allow for the South Shore to see more snow potential. So right now, we're waking up with that first round of cold air, everyone above the freezing mark, upper 30s to 40s across both sides of the lake. But the wind chills are making it feel much colder, and we'll have a breeze with us all day today. So windy and cold as you're prepared today to get out the door and finish those preparations ahead of tomorrow's extreme cold. We'll be waking up tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning, in the 20s on both sides of the lake with hard freezes all the way beyond New Orleans proper, and then Wednesday morning dealing with even colder air, likely also a lot of snow on the ground, packing temperatures all the colder. So our wind chill forecast for Monday at 8 a.m. remains in the teens on the North Shore, around 20 itself south of the lake, which is why you want to make sure you've got those pipes wrapped before you go to bed tonight. Our wind chill forecast for even tomorrow afternoon, still right around the freezing mark. I want to show you overnight these models a bit more in agreement on the possibility for snow across both sides of Lake Pontchartrain, with that freezing line farther south on both the Euro and GFS. The Euro's been showing this. Now the GFS is also getting on board. So make sure that you're completing those preparations. A winter storm watch is issued tomorrow, and we are going to see, of course, that all go into effect overnight into early Tuesday and Wednesday. Travel impacts likely even lasting until Thursday as a result of accumulation on the ground, making it so tough to drive. So here is that winter storm watch. It's spanning the North Shore and much of the South Shore. Let's put this model into motion. You'll notice our timeline here right around late Monday, early Tuesday morning. You've got snow on the North Shore and then the sleet concern across South Shore locations, and that line is setting up a little bit further south right there between New Orleans and down towards Thibodaux. So we continue into the early Tuesday morning hours, and the snowfall is a little bit farther south again. That is all going to allow for the possibility of significant accumulation on the North Shore and pretty considerable accumulation on the South Shore as well, depending on how the sleet mixes in. So we have moved the freezing line a little bit further south. It could once again change, but just make sure you're keeping up. Here are a couple of totals, just an idea of what you could expect. Some potentially historic snow on the North Shore, between 4 and 8 inches possible. In New Orleans proper, somewhere between 2 and 4 more than likely, but up on the North Shore closer to Mandeville and then into Covington, we could see more like 3 to 6. So here are a couple different scenarios. Of course, there's always a possibility of a bust, but this looks like it's going to be a pretty significant event for our area. If we were to see a boom, and we could very well see that depending on how we're starting to watch these accumulations build over the course of the day, we could have some spots exceeding 5 to 10 inches on the North Shore. So overall impacts right now, certainly going to be travel and school closures. I think most spots will end up closing on Tuesday, potentially even Wednesday, depending on how everything reacts in the overnight time frame, because when you have that frozen precipitation on the ground, then refreezing with such cold air locked in place overnight, we could still be dealing with some really tricky conditions across interstates and roadways Wednesday morning. Here's Tuesday morning. Again, Wednesday morning, the coldest air locked in place, especially with likely snow on the North Shore. Actual temperatures in our teens and 20s on the South Shore. Thursday morning will start to be a little bit warmer, but even still at that point, it could be tough to get on the roads. So make sure that you are finishing up those preparations as quickly as possible. Our high forecast for Tuesday, likely right around the freezing mark itself. We'll start to gradually warm into the weekend.